For 100 years since its foundation, Chugoku Marine Paints, CMP, has supported the development of industries, as well as people's lives, through its advanced technologies acquired in its tireless effort. Distributed throughout the world using its global network built up over the years, CMP's various innovative products have established a high level of reputation and trust in various countries. In the early 1900s, Japan's marine transportation and shipbuilding industries made rapid strides, backed by the economic prosperity. In particular, the marine transport industry grew to the world's third largest, after the United Kingdom and United States. However, back then, anti-foulings produced in Japan were poor in quality, and Japan relied on imports for a majority of them. Under such a historical background, aiming to develop anti-foulings with similar or better quality than imported products, in 1917, our predecessor, Chugoku Chemical Industry Limited Partnership, was established in Hiroshima City. After the reorganization to CMP in 1923, the company gradually developed its business, as the quality of anti-foulings became widely recognized. CMP also actively promoted in-house production of raw materials and business development into fields other than paints, such as synthetic resin products and oxygen-generating agents. In August 1945, our Hiroshima factory suffered devastating damage from the atomic bomb. The post-war policies adopted by the government and extreme fluctuations in the economy sent CMP to the verge of closing down. However, CMP overcame the problems and started to recover its business, along with the recovery in the Japan's shipbuilding industry, to a level where it later leapt to the world's #1. In the late 1950s, riding on the crest of rapid economic growth, CMP started to develop its active business expansion strategy. In 1962, CMP built the Shiga factory in Shiga Prefecture, and in 1975 built the Kyushu factory in Saga Prefecture. Over time, CMP made the transition from a dedicated anti-fouling paint producer to an across-the-board marine coatings supplier, and then further expanded into industrial products, such as paints for woodwork and construction. Focusing on building a system to provide services all over the world, CMP has actively promoted overseas business expansion. The first move was the establishment of the London Representative Office in 1968. Since then, CMP has established group companies at key locations around the world and has enthusiastically engaged in licensing of its technologies to overseas companies as well as establishing of stock points. The global network of CMP now covers 35 countries with 100 business bases, including its 16 overseas subsidiaries. Using this network, CMP provides its products and services around the world. As part of its active overseas business expansion strategy, CMP started to enhance its local production systems in the late 1980s. The company commenced production in Singapore in 1986, then the Netherlands and Korea in 1988, and Indonesia in 1989. Further, CMP established production facility in Thailand and the United States in 1990, followed by Malaysia in 1992, Shanghai in 1994, and Guangdong in 1999. In this way, CMP has expanded its overseas production network. Then, in response to an increase in the demand for anti-foulings in Korea and China, in 2002, CMP newly established a large factory in Korea. And in 2006, the company relocated and expanded the Shanghai factory into its largest factory. Additionally, in 2010, CMP built Shanghai No. 2 factory. CMP also endeavored to expand other existing factories, including establishment of a product warehouse with a uniquely structured presentation hall in the site of Thailand factory, and establishment of a factory for waterborne paints and installation of the latest VOC treatment equipment in the site of Shanghai factory. In the spring of 2017, as CMP celebrated its 100th anniversary, a new factory was completed in the Netherlands. At this factory, state-of-the-art manufacturing equipment is rationally installed and controlled by an advanced control system, enabling almost fully automated operation for all manufacturing processes, from preparation of raw materials to dispersion and filling of paints. Automation makes the factory eco-friendly, since it allows for manufacturing in a closed environment and reducing emission of volatile organic compounds that cause air pollution. Through organic cooperation and information exchange with its group companies and business partners, CMP will continue to expand its network, including the expansion of factories, and enhance its services and business as a global company. The source of trust lies on technical capabilities. This CMP concept on research and development is bearing fruit through various divisions: basic and applied research, product development, analysis, intellectual management, and planning. With all these technical strengths, CMP continues to develop various products that meet the needs for conserving the environment and rationalizing the paint application process. And such technical capabilities are widely applauded all around the world. Moreover, CMP actively promotes technology introduction and joint research with various research and development institutions. CMP continues to make untiring efforts to develop ideal products. Antifouling prevents adhesion of organisms to constructions under harsh underwater environments. CMP has engaged in research and development for many years as a pioneer in this field. Among them, antifoulings are what CMP has devoted itself in development over the 100 years. These paints are expected not merely to prevent adhesion of marine organisms, but also to save fuel by forming a smooth surface on the ship's hull. Through joint research with public research institutions and universities, CMP developed the FIR theory to enable calculation of the effect of antifouling system morphology on the fuel usage efficiency of a ship. And using this FIR theory, CMP is actively conducting the development of fuel-saving antifoulings adaptable to various environments. CMP's advanced antifouling technologies have gone beyond antifoulings for large vessels. They are now also applied to small ships such as fishing boats, pleasure boats, and yachts. Antifouling agents for fish nets, industrial structures such as water intake and outlet facilities at power plants, and offshore structures that have been attracting attention in recent years. In particular, CMP's high-level silicone antifouling technology is used for the MOSE project, the national project of Italy to protect the World Heritage Registered Venice from high tide damages, where CMP products are protecting 78 mobile steel flap gates running across 1.6 kilometers from adhesion of marine organisms. Anti-corrosive paints protect materials such as steel and concrete from rust and corrosion. Through its technologies and experience gained over many years, CMP has made achievements in various fields, including ships, bridges, containers, plants, power facilities, and offshore structures. And CMP's anti-corrosive paints are globally applied to a number of large vessels and large-scale constructions, such as the Nhat Tan Bridge in Vietnam and the Shanghai Yangtze River Bridge in China, the longest cable-stayed bridges in the world. Further, CMP has developed anti-corrosive paints beyond ordinary products using its unique ideas and technologies. Examples include heat-reflective coatings that efficiently reflect sunlight and prevent an increase in room temperature, to improve the efficiency of air conditioning and thus contribute to energy saving, radio-absorbing paints to absorb specific radio waves as a measure against radio disturbance, and underwater curable coatings that can be applied to steel and concrete underwater to maintain coastal constructions. In the field of paints for marine containers, where CMP holds the largest market share in the world, CMP started early development of waterborne paints that have now become the mainstream in this industry, and is largely contributing to the advancement of logistics and industry around the world. CMP entered into the field of paints for woodwork in around 1950 and has since led the industry. In particular, UV curable paints specifically developed for woodwork have brought substantial improvement in the paint application process for flooring, with properties that instantly cure by irradiating UV. Other than wooden floorings, CMP has made rapid progress in various building materials and the interior industry, as in coatings for interior and exterior materials, and furniture. CMP's technologies are utilized for plastic materials as well. Application examples include optical films attached to the screen of LCDs, liquid crystal displays, smartphones, and tablet PCs, and headlight covers to prevent yellowing or clouding. CMP is bringing new possibilities to various industrial products. CMP's caulking material for railway tracks, CUS, was adopted for the Sanyō Shinkansen in 1974. Since then, it has been adopted as a cushioning material for concrete slab tracks for other Shinkansen routes in Japan, and for the Taiwan high-speed rail. CMP expanded its product lineup to support various railway specifications, and its products are also used for many conventional railway tracks to support high-speed operation and train safety. Furthermore, the lining technology CMP developed by CUS has been developed to anti-corrosive grouting materials for cable-stayed bridge cables, and lining materials for fixing large equipment such as ship engines. Since its foundation in 1917 to develop and manufacture high-performance antifoulings, CMP has challenged itself to cultivate various projects and has made major progress. Even now, after 100 years, the conception of the company's foundation for making quality products is succeeding without change. CMP, a leading company aiming to harmonize human activity with nature. pursuing industrial development while preserving the global environment. CMP will aim for tomorrow to meet user needs with the spirit of creation and innovation.